Pick a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling.
How's it going, everybody? It's Nick Atkin. This is South China Morning Post, SCMP MMA in Hong Kong. This is post-fight. Today, my guest is Jackie Buntan. Jackie, you're making your one championship debut next week, Fists of Fury, Singapore, against Wondergirl Fairtex. This is a huge fight for you. How is everything going?
Everything's going really well. This fight camp has been going great and went by super quick. We leave tomorrow night, so all the emotions are coming out.
Yeah, you've been waiting a long time for this because you were scheduled to make your debut a while ago, and then the pandemic hit. So you kind of been spinning your wheels, I think, back in the gym. Finally, the moment is here. What's it going to be like to release all that frustration?
It's not much of a frustration, more just so anticipation, eagerness to just get back and fight and compete again, really. It's been like a year and a half since I last fought. I was supposed to fight September 2019, but that got canceled. And like you said, supposed to make my one debut March 2020, that got pushed back. So yeah, it was a mix of feelings going into this camp, not having fought for so long, but I just had to remember that during that 1.5 year kind of hiatus from competing, I wasn't just sitting around. I was, in the gym still trying to stay as consistent as I can, bettering my craft, my skill, my IQ. So I definitely have a lot more tools and skills in my arsenal coming into this fight.
Yep, you work with Brian Pope, obviously at Boxing Works. How is everything going with that? And Janet Todd, one of your main partners in training. So, two very great people, I'm sure, to help sharpen your skills and make sure you're ready. Yeah,
definitely. Always, grateful and happy to have Brian in my corner and have his guidance, and having Janet, as my training partner every day is also a huge help. We, term iron sharpens iron. So can't ask for a better duo.
Your training partner, Janet Todd, she's going to be back in action soon against Alma Uniku, also in Singapore on one of the Fists of Fury cards. How's everything going with her preparation for that fight?
It's going really well. She's staying extremely sharp as usual, and she's also adding some new, tools and strategies and sharpening what she already has. So I know she's going to give on a great performance that night.
Yeah, and the whole card that you're on, the one next week, the live card, Fist of Fury, some incredible kickboxing action, isn't there? And you've got the debut of Victoria Lee, the younger sister of Angela and Christian Lee. What does it mean to you to be part of this kind of huge event? It's a great card, I think.
Oh, it's an amazing card. I actually just saw the card maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I see, first thing I see is Petrosian and Super Leg, and I'm like, this is insane. And there's me at the bottom of it. So it's pretty surreal to see, but it's a cool thing to see, and it's cool to see all the hard work pay off. And, I deserve to be in that card and in this roster. So I'm ready to perform. I'm ready to have fun that night.
Do you feel you're being slightly overlooked by people because Wondergirl Fairtex has come in? She's had a couple of good wins in one championship, comes in with a lot of hype. Some people are pegging her to be a big star in the future. Are you ready to shut down that hype?
I am. Like I said, I haven't competed in a bit, but I took that time to really better all my skills and my IQ. And I may have been staying quiet, but I'm ready to show myself and show the world what I'm capable of on that stage.
What have you taken out of those two fights you had? They didn't go very long, did they? Did you see anything?
Yeah, they lasted pretty short. From what I saw, she obviously has a Thai style coming from Fairtex gym. I think I have a Thai style too, but, the good thing about my coach, he can pick different techniques and stuff that don't only come from Muay Thai. It could be boxing, it could be kickboxing. So we integrate that as well. And it's anything from footwork, head movement, feints, all that. And with Wondergirl, I saw her last two fights in one were pretty similar, coming in with her hands a lot. So those were the main things that stood out to me.
How much do you think this would rank as an upset? Do you think it would be a shock? I mean, I'm sure you're very confident in your abilities, but do you think people must have her as the favorite for this? Does that give you some motivation?
Yeah, it gives me a little bit of motivation. I mean, I don't really let it get to me as much. I know it's a bigger stage, a lot more eyes on me rather than the competitions I'm used to here back in LA. You know, we compete in a casino, hotel, whatever, and there's probably like 200 people in the audience. So it's a big jump indeed, but like I said, I'm ready to show the world who I am and what I can do.
Yeah, and seeing Janet bring home that belt must have been a huge inspiration for you, right? Did it give you something to visualize, you know, a goal that you can achieve as well, like that, to bring home a championship?
Oh, 100%. Like, you know, when I was watching it back at home, I was just so ecstatic for her, and I was telling other people the same thing. Like, I knew she was going to win that belt, but just, you know, in real time, seeing it happen and being part of her camp and training with her to achieve that goal was just really cool, and made me realize, you know, if my friend, my training partner back at home can achieve this, I can achieve it as well.
Yeah, and obviously Filipino-American, there's a lot of Filipino fighters in the MMA side of one championship, the Team Lakai guys. How proud are you going to be to represent the Philippines here?
Very proud to represent both the Philippines and America. Showing, you know, want to show that America can play, America can get down to, and of course representing the Filipino blood in me as well.
Do you feel MMA is growing there, but perhaps this side of it is this side of combat sports is not as big as MMA, and you maybe can be a pioneer in that sense in the Philippines?
Oh yeah, I would love to be a pioneer, especially for like striking, female striking as well. You know, with one championship having the rule set with Muay Thai being in the 4-ounce gloves, I feel like that kind of, you know, adds a wow factor, especially to the Western side, kind of give it more of something to relate to. People will be more entertained watching it. So that's definitely another goal, is to put Muay Thai on the map and put American Muay Thai on the map as well.
And there was a bit of a shock, I thought, when Stamp lost the belt to Alicia. Were you surprised by that? Yeah, just talk me through seeing that fight. Stamp's obviously lost both belts now as well, but yeah, it was a shock to me. I think a lot of people expected Stamp to win that one.
Yeah, I mean, Alicia, she's good. She has a good style, and I thought Stamp would win that fight as well. So I was shocked as well, but Alicia had a great strategy and, you know, performed it successfully. So all the credit to her for winning that belt in that fight.
Yeah, how long do you see your journey to get a title shot? How many fights do you think you need to win? I know you want to look too far ahead, but what would that process be like for you?
I'm trying to remember how many girls are in my bracket right now, but I you know, it's obviously different from my teammate Janet. Her first fight was for the Muay Thai title against Stamp, so she kind of went straight into it. With me, I feel like with Wondergirl kind of pushing the pace, and there's a couple other girls who've already competed in the strawweight division, and probably be like another, I don't know, 3-4 fights, maybe 5, something like that, before I'm able to compete for that title shot. And, you know, where my headspace is at right now, I have next week to worry about. No rush on getting that title, but my eyes are for sure on the title.
Yeah, as you said, there's some work to do next week first. Jackie, thanks so much for joining me. Can't wait to see this fight. It's going to be awesome, man. Good luck for it all, and hope it goes well. Hopefully speak to you after as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.